Welcome to our True Parents Way video series on national restoration. I'm Tyler Hendricks. I'll begin with True Mother's words. It is said that in the last days the truth must be revealed. Regarding the history of our church providence, we have nothing to hide. We need to reveal everything. That is how national restoration is done. You need to do this while I am alive. In our True Parents Way videos, we've been talking about personal and family dynamics with God. But we live in a big world. The amazing thing is, the principles that guide to personal wholeness and to a beautiful marriage and family are the same principles that rule nations. In the Old Testament, God spoke to nations. He called the nation of Israel his wife. He said to the prophet Jeremiah, "Have you seen what faithless Israel has done? She has gone up on every high hill and under every spreading tree has committed adultery there." Speaking of Israel, God told Hosea, "Rebuke your mother, rebuke her, for she is not my wife, and I am not her husband." So God related with Israel as a husband to his wife. We will see that the principles of love between man and woman that need restoration on the personal and family level also apply in very practical ways to the restoration of nations. What is restoration? Restoration means the action of returning something to a former owner, place, or condition. It also means the return of a hereditary monarch to a throne, a head of state to a government, or a regime to power. All these definitions apply to the Chenilguk Project for National Restoration. In this series on national restoration, I am happy to offer my understanding of how this will take place. The actions and events that lead to restoration, as to any creation, consist of the give and receive action of subject and object partners. My thesis is that the creation of the Chenilguk nation comes through the give and receive action of God's love expressed through the holy marriage blessing and a fertile national culture. The holy marriage blessing is like the seed, and a fertile national culture is like the womb. The ova in this metaphor are the nation's people. Culture is a nation's spiritual and social atmosphere. Culture embodies universally shared values and inculcates them in the people through religion, schools, fashions, customs, ceremonies, language, the arts, and the economy. All peoples participate in a culture, and they take the values of that culture in which they participate for granted. These values shape their attitude, perceptions, norms, and behaviors. To the people, they are self-evident truths. Every coherent nation, in fact, possesses its own universally shared values. For pluralistic societies, that is, nations that house multiple religions, each carrying its own subculture, the universally shared values, the values that all citizens of all religions have in common, have been called the civil religion, and I will sometimes use that term. Universally shared values are readily translated into government policies. More on that later. From our perspective, for national restoration, the necessary and sufficient universally shared values that need to be present in the culture are those that support two ideals: not peace through strength, not hope and change, not make America great again. They are sexual abstinence before marriage, and fidelity in marriage. How do these values lead to national restoration? And how can a culture articulate them? And what does this have to do with the unification vision of Chanilguk? That's what this series is all about. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.